I never thought I'd wake up in my sister's body, staring at my own face in the mirror, plotting how to burn down the empire she'd built on my broken dreams. But when Mom handed Emma that black Amex for her graduation treat, and Dad unplugged my $3,000 rig, the one I'd coded my escape into, the line between family and felony blurred forever. By dawn, I'd swapped our souls in a ritual born from desperation and dark web whispers. And the revenge that followed? It wasn't just shocking, it was the kind of poetic justice that makes therapists rich and families fracture. That first betrayal hit like a server crash mid-raid, irrecoverable data, total blackout. It was 2 weeks before my senior year at Lincoln High in rainy-ass Tacoma, Washington, where the evergreens drip like they're weeping for your shitty luck. I'd poured every dime from my part-time gig at the local GameStop, plus skipped lunches, birthday cash, even pawned Grandma's old silver locket into building that beast of a PC. Custom water-cooled rig, RTX 4090 screaming under the hood, RGB lights pulsing like a heartbeat I could control. It wasn't just hardware, it was my portal. Nights when Dad's belt left welts or Mom's passive-aggressive sighs about my unladylike coding obsession turned the air toxic, I'd dive into virtual worlds. MMOs where I led guilds, indie games where I scripted my own endings. That PC was my armor, my alibi for not ending up like them, trapped in a loveless marriage, chasing status symbols in a cul-de-sac purgatory. Emma, though, golden girl extraordinaire. 2 years older, already at UW Seattle on a full ride for poli-sci, captain of the debate team, Instagram influencer with 50K followers hawking thrift flips as sustainable luxury. She glided through life on whispers and winks, turning our parents into her personal ATM. Family first, Mom would coo, while Dad nodded like a bobblehead, both blind to how Emma's shine came at my expense. They didn't see the shadows, the shoplifting sprees she dragged me on as her lookout, the time she crashed Dad's truck drunk and I confessed to it, grounding me for a month so she could hit prom. Or the worst, the biology project she plagiarized from my notes, got the A+, and let me take the heat when the teacher sniffed it out. Lydia's always been the sloppy one, she'd purr. And just like that, I was the family fuck-up. The sale happened on a muggy August Saturday, the kind where Puget Sound fog clings like regret. I was at work, restocking Zelda cartridges, when my phone buzzed. Not a text, a voice note from Mom. Her Valley Girl lilt edged with fake cheer. Honey, big news. Emma's got this amazing opportunity, a personal stylist session in Bellevue. Well, we had to make a little sacrifice. You'll understand when you're older. My stomach dropped faster than a noob in Dark Souls. I raced home on my beat-up Trek bike, sweat soaking my band tee, heart hammering like overclocked fans. The living room was a crime scene. My desk, once a fortress of monitors and peripherals, stripped bare. Wires snaked across the beige Berber carpet like autopsy scars. And there, in the corner, Emma's haul, glossy bags from Nordstrom, Neiman Marcus, labels screaming excess Gucci loafers, Reformation dresses, a Louis Vuitton tote that could have paid my community college tuition. Mom was folding tissue paper, humming some Taylor Swift track, while Dad scrolled Zillow on his iPad, muttering about upgrading to a better neighborhood. Emma lounged on the sectional, scrolling TikTok, her perfect bob swinging as she laughed at some thirst trap. What the fuck? The words escaped before I could firewall them. All eyes snapped to me, Mom's pinched disapproval, Dad's averted gaze, Emma's smirk like she'd won the lottery. Lydia Marie, Mom sighed, folding her arms over her athleisure. Language. And it's not like you use that contraption every day. Emma needed a boost for her internship interviews. Real world. Sweetie, prioritize. Prioritize. I laughed. Bitter as black coffee. That contraption was my life. I built it from scratch, $3,000. Mom. $3,000. For her fucking shopping spree? Dad cleared his throat. The man who'd once promised to always have my girl's back. Watch your tone. We sold it on Craigslist for $2,800. Decent flip. You'll get over it. Kids these days are too screen addicted anyway. Emma piped up. All faux sympathy. LYDS. Come on. It's not personal. I can Venmo you $50? Buy a laptop or whatever. $50. For the empire I'd coded in late nights. Evading their judgment. I stormed upstairs, slamming my door so hard the drywall spiderwebbed. Curled on my twin bed, posters of Ada Lovelace and cyberpunk neon mocking me. I ugly cried until my ribs ached. This wasn't new, Emma's thefts, their favoritism, but this? Selling my soul for her vanity. It cracked something primal. In the haze of snot and fury, I grabbed my phone, thumbs flying to Reddit's r/occult. Desperation's a hell of a search engine. Body swap rituals real? Posts flooded. LARPing bullshit. Mostly. But one thread, buried in downvotes, linked to a Tor site. Soul transference via ancestral echo. Risk, total inversion. Reward, justice unbound. The poster? Anonymous. But the sigil, a twisted infinity loop, echoed the locket I'd pawned. Grandma's. From her witchy phase in Salem days. Before she fled to the West Coast. I should have logged off. Called a hotline. But betrayal's a venom that demands antidote. By midnight, with the house asleep and rain lashing the eaves like judgment, I was in the attic. Dust motes danced in my flashlight beam, illuminating crates of forgotten relics, Dad's Vietnam protest banners, Mom's debutante gown yellowed with regret. And there, in a hatbox, the locket, reclaimed from the pawnshop with my last 20. Inside, a faded photo, Grandma, young and fierce, beside a woman who looked like Emma? No. Like me, but sharper. The instructions on the dark web were sparse. Blood bind. Chant under storm. Focus on the betrayer's form. Controversial? Hell yes. Occult shit in Bible Belt Light, Washington? I'd be the town pariah if caught. But the decision crystallized. Swap with Emma. Live her life, from the inside. Dismantle it brick by performative brick. I nicked my thumb on the locket's clasp. Copper tang blooming. Rain thundered crescendo. Anima mutere. Corpus inversum. I whispered. The Latin mangled from Google Translate, but fueled by hate. Focus. Emma's face. Her smug laugh. The way she air-kissed Mom goodnight. The air thickened. Ozone sharp. Like a storm about to birth lightning. Pain lanced my skull. White hot. Rewriting code in my veins. Then black. I woke to silk sheets and the scent of vanilla diffuser. Not my thrift store lavender. Sunlight filtered through shears Emma's room. Minimalist chic with a Peloton in the corner. My hands, her hands, lifted, manicured nails glinting rose gold. I bolted to the mirror, and there she was, Emma's heart-shaped face. Wide blue eyes. Full lips parted in horror. But inside? Me. Lydia's rage. Lydia's fire. Downstairs. Chaos. My body, Emma in it, stumbled through the kitchen. spilling coffee, wailing in my voice. What the fuck happened?
Mom, Dad,
I feel.
wrong.
They rushed in, faces paling. Mom clutched her pearls, literal ones from her sorority days. Girls, what's going on? Emmy and me pointed a trembling finger. Lydia did something.
She's
In me. Look at her, acting all psycho. I and Emma smiled, slow and serpentine. Morning. Family. Sleep well. My voice. Her timbre. But laced with my edge. They stared, jaws slack, as I sauntered to the fridge, pouring orange juice like I owned the place. Which, for now,
I did.
the swap held. Science couldn't explain it. Quantum echo. Ancestral curse. Whatever, but it was real. Raw. And ripe for ruin. First order. Intel. While they freaked, calling pastors and shrinks, I rifled Emma's closet safe. Jackpot. Journals. Encrypted notes, app dumps printed hasty. The secrets spilled like contraband. Her internship? A sugar daddy setup with a Bellevue realtor twice her age. Funding the spree. The shoplifts? Not kid stuff, systematic. Resold on Depop for seed money. And the Big Berry, 5 years back. She'd keyed the neighbor's Tesla during a rage over a boy. But 18 months grounded. Labeled troubled, took the fall. Dad's buddy in the DA's office swept it. Protecting the family's rep, he'd said. I'd borne their crime. Their mistake. While she ascended. Power hummed in the skin. Emma's sorority connections. Her charm offensive, it was a weapon I'd wield dull.
But revenge?
Not sloppy. Calculated. Controversial. The kind that sparks dinner table debates. Is sabotage justice? Or just spite in heels? I started small. Accidentally Venmo'd her my savings to a fake charity. Black Girls Code. Ironic twist on her performative allyship posts. Watched Emma and me rage. Deleting apps. But too late. Funds frozen pending verification. Mom cooed comfort. But doubt flickered. Why was Lydia suddenly so clumsy? Week 1. I leaned into her life. Hit the stylist. But chose thrift hauls, oversized tees. Doc Martens. Tanking her influencer grid. Followers dipped. Emma. WTF? Gone boho trailer trash. Comments stung her brand. But I screenshotted. Fueling the fire. At UW. I networked by ghosting profs. Bombing mock debates with anti-capitalist rants that echoed my Marxist Steam forums. Her GPA teetered. Whispers of burnout spread. Meanwhile, Emma and me spiraled. My old job fired me for no-shows. Friends ghosted the weird vibes. She cornered me one night in the hallway. My face twisted feral. Give it back. You bitch. This isn't you. I laughed. Her laugh, crystal. Cutting.
Oh.
But it is now. You sold my world for handbags. Consider this interest. The tension coiled. Dark and delicious. Dad's poker nights? I crashed as Emma. Spilling innocent truths, his affair with the bookkeeper. Gleaned from her diaries. Mom's wine-fueled sobs echoed. Their marriage fault lines quaked. Controversial call. Leak the sugar daddy texts to her sorority group chat? Hell yes. Empowerment arc. I captioned the anon drop. As sisters turned serpents, blackballing her from rush events. Emma and me clawed at doors, begging in my voice. It's a hack. Lydia's framing me, but the real hook sank in the climax buildup. I'd borne their sins, now expose. Dug deeper. The locket's photo? Grandma's twin. Disowned for witchcraft after accusing great-grandpa of embezzling family mill funds. Echoed here, Emma's side hustle wasn't just lifts. She'd siphoned Dad's 401k via phishing his emails. $20,000 for a Birkin binge. I had the logs. Printed. Slipped under Mom's pillow like a toxin. Storm 2 hit on Labor Day. Barbecues sizzling in backyards. But ours festered. Family dinner. Ribs charring. Tension thicker than the smoke. Emma, sipped Chardonnay. Dropping bombs casual. Hey.
Dad.
Remember that investment you mentioned? The one Emma pulled from your retirement. His fork clattered. Mom choked on coleslaw. Emma and me bolted up. Chair screeching. Liar. She's the thief. Check her. My phone. Chaos erupted. Accusations flew like frisbees at a tailgate gone wrong. Dad lunged for the landline, dialing his lawyer. Mom hyperventilated, clutching her chest, genuine angina scare. Paramedics swarmed our cul-de-sac, neighbors rubbernecking from craftsman porches. In the ER waiting room, fluorescent buzz like bad code. Emma cornered me again.
Swap back. Now.
Or I'll tell them everything. The ritual. The blood. Go ahead, I whispered, her lips curving mine. Paint me the villain. But who's believing the troubled sister over the star? That's when the twist cracked wide. As nurses wheeled Mom away, stable, but shaken, a doctor pulled Dad aside. Whispers. Then his face drained ashen. He turned to us. Voice hollow. Blood work on the accident. Lydia, Emma now. Your DNA doesn't match the sample from 5 years ago. The truck keying. It wasn't her. Emma and me froze. My eyes bulging in her skull. My skull. The secret inverted. Not just her crime on me.
But mine? No.
Flashback hit like lag spike. That night, drunk on stolen vodka, it was me who'd keyed the car, jealous haze after Emma stole my crush. She'd found me
Covered. Confessed in my stead.
Sisters protect sisters, she'd lied. But the blood on the rag? Hers. From a cut. She'd framed herself? No, swapped the evidence. Pinned it deeper on me to bind us in guilt. The powerful one wasn't her ascent. It was her puppeteering my fall, keeping me small so she shone solo. The truth reversed. I'd borne nothing. She'd engineered my chains. The PC, just the latest link. Mom's voice cut through. Girls. What have you done? But in her eyes. Not anger, recognition. The locket. Passed down skewed. Grandma hadn't fled witchcraft. She'd swapped with her twin to expose the theft, dooming her line to echoes. I felt the pull then, the ritual's tether fraying. Storm outside mirrored within. Thunder growled like unmetafiction. Emma lunged, grabbing her wrist, the locket chain glinting under fluorescence. Together, she hissed. Chant reversed. Blood mingled anew. Pain ripped. Souls shearing back. I woke in my body. Our cot. Monitors beeping steady. Emma across. Sedated. Her face slack, mine no more. Parents hovered. Fractured. Dad's hand on my shoulder. Tentative, Mom's tears. Real for once.
We
didn't know. LYDS. The sale, the everything. We'll make it right. But right? The revenge had shocked. Yes, family in therapy. Emma's empire ash. Her facing charges for the 401k heist. Cops came next day. Cuffs clicking like karma. She glared from the squad car, mouthing, "You owe me." Do I? The debatable end. Justice served. Or just swap sins. I rebuilt the PC, insurance payout. Dad's guilt money, lights pulsing defiant. But nights, rain on the roof. I wonder, was the swap real? Or Rage's delusion? Emma writes from Juvie. Sisters forever. I delete. But the hook lingers. In America, where dreams cost $3,000 and betrayal's the family business. Who really wins the raid? The aftershocks rippled like a DDoS on our prefab paradise. Tacoma's fall rains turned the streets to mirrors, reflecting the cracks in our facade, gossips at the QFC checkout. PDA whispers about the Whitaker girls' breakdown. Mom threw herself into Al-Anon knockoffs. Her wine glass swapped for herbal tea that tasted like regret. Dad? He lawyered up. Not just for Emma's arraignment, but to audit his own accounts, turns out. Her fishing netted more than Birkins, offshore crypto wallets. Ghosted to consulting gigs.
Me?
Lydia Whitaker. 17, and suddenly the stable one. Navigating senior year like a glitchy beta test. AP Calc droned, but my code, now on a lone laptop from school, wove tighter webs. Not Revenge 2.0, reflection. Or so I told the therapist. Her notepad filling with trauma bonding bullshit. Emma's trial loomed like a raid boss. Set for spring in Pierce County Superior. Public defender painted her as troubled teen, but the evidence? Ironclad my leaks. Her diaries. Dad's depleted nest egg. Plea deal whispered. Juvie till 21. Restitution. The works. She Skyped from detention once. Pixelated and hollow-eyed. My old hoodie swallowing her frame. You happy now?
Sis?
Traded places and torched it all. Her voice cracked. Not smug, small. For a beat, guilt glitched my resolve. Had the swap show me her voids? The pressure cooker of expectations. Moms be the pretty one. Dads don't end up like your aunt in Reno?
Nah.
Pity's a luxury I couldn't afford. You built the pyre.
Eminencia.
I just struck the match. But the real antagonist emerged in the rearview. Not Emma, but the machine. Our family's American dream chassis, suburban sprawl. Credit scores as sacraments, rusted fast under scrutiny. Neighbors shunned barbecues. The HOA fined our unkempt lawn. As if grief grew weeds. I dropped GameStop for freelance gigs. Unity scripts for indie devs. Netting $800 a month, but it wasn't enough. College apps loomed. Essays on resilience tasting like ash. The locket? Buried in the backyard under a hawthorn bush. Its chain tarnished. Dreams of it haunted. Not swap. But merge, souls bleeding. Borders blurred. Was that the twist's tale? The inversion not just truth, but identity? Controversy brewed online first. Some true crime podcasters sniff the story. Tacoma twin terror. Body swap or breakdown? Spinning the ER bloodwork as a cult cover-up. My ex-feed, formerly Twitter. Because fuck rebrands, exploded. Whitaker witches trending local. Memes of us as charmed rejects. Supporters? Alt accounts praising sisterly justice, doxing Emma's old flames. Haters? Bible thumpers decrying demonic payback, petitions to expel me from Lincoln High. I went dark. But the tension? Electric. You am as a blackout. Decisions piled. Testify against her? Expose mom's pill-popping cover for dad's flings? Each fork-pronged debatable, vindication or venom. Climax crested uninvited. Mid-October. Fog so thick you could cut it with a K-bar. Homecoming game, Lincoln vs. Stadium. Stands electric with fry grease and face paint. I wasn't going. Crowd's claustrophobic post-swap, but Coach Ramirez cornered me in homeroom. Lydia, you're our code whiz. Hack the scoreboard? Fun prank. Harmless.
Right?
Boost morale. Flex skills. But in the press box, laptop humming, I glimpse the field. Emma's ex. Tyler, the one whose rejection sparked the keying, captain now.
Tossing spirals like confetti.
Rage residual flickered.
Why not?
Tweak the feed. Halftime stats glitch to Emma Whitaker. Most fumbles. Lifetime loser.
Petty? Sure.
But as the Jumbotron lit up, crowd gasping. Tyler's helmet snap, crack on a blindside sack, I knew. Threads pulled too tight. Sirens wailed pre-game over. Tyler stretchered off. Concussion confirmed. Blame vectored viral. Prank gone wrong. But whispers hit me. Whitaker curse. School suspended me provisional. Parents Association howling for expulsion.
Mom.
Mid-Zoom with her life coach. Snapped. Enough. Lydia, you've destroyed us. Destroyed? We'd been shrapnel since the sale.
Dad.
Nursing scotch. Muttered. Maybe it's time to sell the house. Start fresh in Spokane. Fresh, like wiping a hard drive mid-virus. That night, alone in the attic, rain a relentless backbeat, I unearthed the locket.
Notborit, I delete.
Fingered its clasp. Blood scar faint. The chant echoed unbidden. Air charging like a capacitor. But no pain, just pull. Insistent. Vision fractured. Not Emma.
But Mom.
Her face in the mirror of my mind. Lined with Botox regrets. Eyes hollow as her laugh lines. The secret's core, she'd known. The truck? Emma confessed to her post-king. Mom swapped the rag. Pinned me to toughen the weak link. Power? Hers, the matriarch puppeteer. Trading daughters like stocks. Betrayal deepened. I'd borne their crime because she scripted it. Hidden in tough love tropes. Decision? Swap again? Controversial apex. Invade the queen bee. Topple from the hive. But the ritual demanded storm. And skies cleared mocking. Instead, I drove, borrowed Dad's Accord. Tires sluicing puddles to the old mill site. Grandma's haunt. Rusted silos loomed like sentinels. Graffiti tags fading. Resist. There. Under harvest moon, I burned the locket's photo. Ashes scattering on wind. No chant, release. But as flames licked, phone buzzed, unknown number. Lydia, it's Emma. They let me call.
Don't. Click.
Voicemail. Her voice. Ragged. The swap. It wasn't the locket. It was us. Blood sisters. Literal. Mom's hysterectomy. The miscarriage she lied about? You and me.
From the same.
Experiment? Fertility clinic fuck-up. Twins cloned or some shit. Docs hushed it. That's why the echo. We're inversions. Always were. Twist inverted again. Not curse. But science's sin. Mom's miracle pregnancy. IVF gone rogue. Us as lab rats in a black market biohacker's wet dream. The crime? Not king, but creation. Parents gambled on designer babies. Me the control, Emma the enhanced. I'd borne the mistake. Their hubris. Hidden in family albums. Powerful foe. The clinic. Shuttered but tentacles in big pharma. Lawyers circling now with NDAs. I laughed into the night. Manic. Shocking them? I'd subpoena the records. Blow the lid, tabloid gold. Congressional hearings on eugenics light.
Ending?
Debatable by Emma out on bail. Asa lies in the wreckage? Or fracture final? Me solo encodes clean lines? Rain resumed. Washing ash. Back home. Dawn breaking gray. I found them waiting, Mom.
Dad.
Coffee cold.
Talk, I said.
No swap needed. Truth's the ultimate hack. November thawed into December's bite. Tacoma's holidays a garish glow. Evergreen strings on ever-dreary pines. Black Friday stampedes at Tacoma Mall echoing my own tramplings. The clinic scandal broke like a levee. My anonymous tip to ProPublica. Records leaked via Tor. Headline screamed, Suburban Nightmare. Designer twins expose fertility fraud. Pundits on CNN debated ethics over eggnog. Eugenics 2.0. Or parental right. Protests outside the shuttered lab. Signs waving my body. My code. Us Whitakers? Ground zero. Shrinks and reporters circling like vultures at a roadkill feast. Emma came home on house arrest. Ankle monitor beeping like a faulty modem. Not the golden girl. Gaunt. Hair hacked uneven. Eyes darting like she'd seen the Matrix unplugged. First dinner post return. Takeout tie. Fortune cookies cracking under knives. Mom picked at pad, CEW. Dad scrolled settlement offers. Millions potential. If we sued quiet. We can fix this. Girls. Private school. Therapy retreats in Sedona. Fix? Like patching a kernel panic with duct tape. Emma broke first. Fork clattering. Fix what? Dad, we're freaks. Lab experiments gone wrong. Her voice, my old timbre, trembled, but fire banked beneath. I met her gaze. Mirror to mirror, inversions.
Yeah.
But sync now. Not wrong, I said, calm as compiled code. Just unwritten. We rewrite the script. Alliance formed uneasy. Over late-night Discord calls. Her in the guest room. Me at my rebuilt rig. RGBs pulsing solidarity. The PC? Reborn Phoenix. Same specs. Plus VR rig for simming our testimony. We pooled hacks. Emma's social engineering. My scripting, phishing the clinic's ghost server. Unearthing emails. CEO's missives. Whitaker batch viable. Subject B, Emma. Outperforms A. Lydia. In empathy metrics, marketable. We'd been data points. Bartered for grants. Betrayal's depth? Ocean. But power shifted. Our story. Viral vector. Controversial crux hit pretrial depot. Downtown courthouse gleaming like false teeth. Suited sharks grilled us. Mom crumbling on the stand. I just wanted perfect babies. Dad stonewalling finances. Our turn. Tag team truth. Emma. Poised. You gambled our souls for status.
Me.
Blunt. And when I underperformed? You sold my dreams to prop her up. Gasps rippled. Judge banged gavel.
Outside.
Press scrum. Mics thrusting. Body swap rumors true? We dodged. But dropped the bomb. Clinic's ties to a senator's pack. Eugenics funding laundered green. Climax crested not in court. But code. Night before verdict. Firewall breach. Clinic hackers counterattacking.
Doxing our drives.
Photos leaked. Emma's juvie mug. My ER psych eval. Threats pinged. Invert or erase. Rage rebooted the ritual echo, no locket. But blood, prick shared over video. Chance synced. Not swap, surge. Vision shared. Their boardroom. Suits scrambling as our worm uploaded. Truth files. Unredacted. Servers smoked virtual. FBI traced. Dawn raid on C-suite. Verdict dropped like a mic. Clinic execs indicted. Us awarded 4.2 mil. Trusts. Not payouts. To ensure futures. Parents? Side deal. Their sins sealed in gag orders. Mom entered rehab. Dad downsized to a condo in Fife. Both emailing Hallmark apologies. Shocking them? Understatement. But the debate? Forums flared. Heroes or hacks? Whitaker sisters, vigilante justice or viral grift? I lurked,
Smirking.
ending arcs ambiguous. American as apple pie a la mode sweet. Messy. Debatable. Emma and I, roommates now. Off campus at community college, her poli-sci pivot to bioethics. Me CS with a minor in investigative journalism.
Nights.
We raid and wow. Voices overlapping and headset laughs. The PC hums central. Shared server for our pod, true crime YouTube. Inverted lives, raking ad bucks. Happy? Surface. Scars script deep. Trust the glitch. Family of fork we force-fed. But last twist lingers. Whispered in dreams. The surge showed more. Not just us cloned Grandma's twin. First batch. Escape to warn. The machine's antagonist endures. Shadows in boardrooms plotting version 2.0. Do we fight? Hell yes. Revenge is not endgame, it's open world. In this pixelated purgatory, we code our win, one controversial line at a time. Fade to rain on the sound. Fairies ghost in gray. Hooks in. What's your inversion?